Hello everyone! It's so nice to be back in this stage here, where the quality is decent, it's passable. You can kind of make out the pixels in my digital pets, it's good. So today I'm a bit nervous, right? Because today we're going to attempt to fix this Pendulum X. So as you can see, Grandis Kawagamon, they did lay an egg. It was this morning at some point. I had taken the perfect care of them, as I do, except for those callouts that I can't hear because they got no speaker. But they left an egg, which is what we want. This means they get to continue keeping the items they have. However, now that they've dropped an egg, I hope it means that they've saved, and so when we open this up and fix it all up and we put it back all together, it'll say load and give us our egg again. Otherwise, whoops! So let's just get to it, yeah? I'm gonna need to move all this stuff out of the way. We really don't want to cause any damage to anything or catch anything on fire. In fact, sorry, hold on, I just realized that it's really dark, so I'm going to try to fix that a bit. Let's put that right about there. Okay, that feels better. Actually, I don't know if that's any different. Anyway, we got All Force Vidramon. Look at him. Auto Force. Give it a second. Vidramon, All Force Vidramon. So we did get Aero Vidramon before, but we didn't, I guess, get them to their final form. I believe, if my brain isn't being completely useless, that was the first thing that we had run on the Azure, on the blue-silver Pendulum version 20th. So yeah, they're all good in their final form. I told you they'd evolve into their final form in the last video. So, all right, how do I want to do this? I don't want to leave anything that will catch on fire. I doubt anything's going to catch on fire, but, you know. Also, stay tuned till the end. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for 2,000 subscribers we've hit. I'll say it then, but I'll say it now, too. Thank you all so much. All right, my soldering iron's on low right now. I'm not going to turn it up until it's, like, you know, time to get it going. But first, I just need to open this up, take it apart, and see what is up. A reminder that Sam Krieger did give me the okay, being like, you know, if you break it, it happens. Obviously, our goal is not to break it. Our goal is to make it super great, and why won't this open? This does not bode well. Oh, Sam, what have you allowed me to do? There we go. Pop the battery out. Note that our egg shall remain a while because this thing is spooky. Then we're going to flip over on the back, and we're going to, one by one, take these screws out. I really only think we're going to have to go shell deep, because in most digital pets, it's the wire and the speaker is just, you know, right inside. So let me see. Let's have a look about. It looks like it's only those three. I should also take off this chain. Hold on a second. Let's find a little crease here and see if we can wedge this open carefully. There's almost always a ribbon cable right inside that you need to very carefully open so you don't disconnect. As we can see here, we have a cable connected, and it looks like that. Oh man, look at all that business. Look at all that stuff going on. Now, our first issue here is this will be our speaker, and I need to find exactly, like, it looks like it was connecting right here. What I need to find is where on this board it's supposed to connect, so I'm going to have to do a Google search and try to find a diagram of a working Pendulum X, so give me a second. Okay, I've done some research, and I couldn't find a definitive map of the circuit board for the Pendulum X. Worrisome? Sure. Makes this impossible? No. I did find a lot of reference images for Tamagotchi circuit boards and one for the Digimon, the original VPET circuit board, and it seems that in every case, the inner wire leads to, and if you'll, let me get this real nice and close for you so hopefully you can see, this spot right here is the only part on the circuit board that has any gunk on it. And I don't know if you can tell here, but there's actually a piece of wire sticking out of this, so I'm very confident that these two are where we're going to need to connect the speaker to. Now, which wire would go where? In most cases, the inner one, the red wire, goes to the right side, and the wire on the outer leads to the left. The risks here are that if we get the wire switched, I don't know what happens. We might blow out the speaker. In that case, I'll just buy a new one. Finding one that's super flat like this, it shouldn't be hard. I have some computer stores around me that might have this. Oh, and before we move on, here's the pendulum, by the way. This little piece slaps over there, completes a circuit, counts as a shake. But what we're going to do is we're going to melt these gunks down and kind of suck them out so we can clean this area to put in some new solder. We'll clean up this side as well. And then we'll put in some new wires with some fresh solder, and if all goes well, we will have a functioning speaker. We'll be using, you know, I've got some wire here. I've got my solder here. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. I'm a bit nervous, yeah. All right, so firstly, we're gonna clean up some of the bad soldering. We'll do this side first. There we go. It's molten, and we're going to suck it up. There, that's a lot cleaner. Give me that. Now we're gonna clean up the contacts on the speaker. I'm almost worried that these wires are too thick, but I think we'll manage it. Now, how to get these to not connect? Because if we accidentally get the solder in between them, it's gonna short circuit. Both of them are gonna be connected, and it's gonna be a bad thing. I guess we'll just have to solder perfectly. I guess we'll just have to not make any mistakes and be good the first time, huh? It's no pressure. Okay, nothing to it. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty sloppy, but I'm trying to focus on keeping it away from the other side there. So let's see. We gotta make sure that they're not touching, okay? I don't think they are. Let me get a good look at that. They're not! Woo! Let's go ahead and remove the electrical tape and make sure that they're able to hold on their own. Yeah, already, that was a good pull, and they're not coming off. That's awesome. All right, next we need to get these to connect over here on this side, so we'll have the red piece come over, and we'll have them lead right there. Black wire, same thing. All right, like I said, nothing to it. Last one, we need to make sure that this stays on the outside. Yeah! I'm still a little concerned these wires might be too thick to fit in here. So these wires are now going to need to kind of curl up inside of the cavity and play nice and rest easily. Let's make sure we can make that happen. We don't want to push or squish anything or snap anything. Yeah, it looks like the wires are giving some resistance. All right, first of all, I'm going through all this trouble. Does this make the speaker work? What? I don't want to shock myself. Okay, I'll take a piece of electrical tape. I heard it! It works! Oh my god! Do you really? The speaker works. Holy crap. That's amazing! Okay, so all we need to do is to find some way to get this to all fit together, or I need to go back in and kind of hold it clamshell like this and solder it one side at a time with shorter wires. These wires are just too thick. Okay, I just can't get this thing to play nice. The wires are too thick. If they were thinner, this wouldn't be a problem. So my options are to either go get thinner wires and do this another day, or I can kind of desolder one side and then cut down the length of these wires and keep it clamshell like this, so that way I can, I can connect them a little more directly. I think I'm going to do the second thing, though. This is so obvious to me now. We could lay them like this and shorten the wires so much. I feel so stupid. So we'll cut this one to about here. We want to give them some slack. Now we just very carefully put these sideways like this, and then we will reconnect them like so. And finally, let's go ahead and just resolder this back in. Moltenize that one. And this side as well. Anyway, now let's see if we can get this to shut properly without too much overlap of the wires. That was the singular problem we had before. Well, shoo! That's about as close as we can get it, y'all. Let's have a look, see what we're dealing with here. It does look like it's, we got the curling issue taken care of, but now it's just, yeah, plain and simple. These wires are very thick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store and I'm actually going to get thinner wires and redo this. I won't do it on cam because, you know, you pretty much get the gist and you're probably already bored to tears. So let's just go ahead and screw them back together and we'll see our finished results. Okay, the moment you've all been patiently waiting for. Let's snap in a battery and see how it works. And what we end up with is a Digimon with sound that works. Oh my god! I can't believe I did it! I mean, I was confident the whole time, no need to worry. Alright, let's load it up. And it gives us our... Oh my god, the sounds are wild! Okay, we got our grandest Kawagumon back. 6 years... What day were they before? Their Onaka and their Kindyoku, their hunger and their training are completely empty. Here, just listen to these glorious sounds. Beautiful. You can kind of hear the creak of the case. Like I said, I'm definitely going to go get smaller wires. I think that's just all it needs. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Let's go ahead and play through this one more time now that we have sound with it. Did you hear that? I'm so glad we fixed the speaker on this thing. The sound isn't just taken from the other virtual pets, because usually that's how it goes, but these sounds are all new. He won't stop eating. Okay, there he goes. No sound for no-nos, but let's go to training. 20. All right, I'm gonna keep quiet. We got ourselves a 6. This is going to be a big one. Oh my god, the sounds are great. That's amazing. I am ecstatic. I'm just so sorry. I'm just so happy this works. Oh my god, that means we can do another run on this thing and we'll actually be able to hear when they need a call out for battles or anything like that, and I'll be able to get any Digimon I want at this point. Now that that's taken care of, let's talk about our giveaway. I recently hit 2,000 subscribers and I'm to the moon about it. It's amazing. We hit 1,000 subscribers and we didn't really get time to do anything with it, but just firstly, thank you all so much. Secondly, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. These 4 pins, I made a Gerald set of button pins. These are actually going to be otherwise exclusive for my... Hold on. Hey, Gerald, show your wonderful face. These pins will be given to my patrons as an exclusive thing. The only way that you can get these pins is through this giveaway or through becoming a patron. Starting next month in October, once pledges go through, I'll be sending out different pins monthly, and they will all be 100% Patreon exclusive. You won't be able to buy them elsewhere. The idea is that I'll be making pins on my regular store, but then these are going to be just for you guys. Pretty much designs that only would make sense for you who watch my content. So if you want to win these, I'll have a link down in the description. You can submit your name, your email, and I guess address. It's open to international, even though that's going to cost me like $14 to send. I do acknowledge that there are a lot of people watching me from overseas or outside the US, and I appreciate you all so much. I want you all to be able to get in on this too. So by all means, enter down below. I will choose 10 entrants to receive these 4 pins. You can walk around and show off your love for Gerald, and I'm sure it'll be a fun conversation explaining to people who ask what this is. So, yeah, you're welcome. I hope you make some weird friends. Now that we've got this thing fixed, the only thing left to do is to wait for them to become an egg once again. I don't know when it last saved, but it should happen here in a day or so. And when that happens, I'll come back and we'll start a new run. By then, I plan to have had the smaller wires installed in this, and we'll be able to go with full sound, full knowing what's going on. It'll be great. But that's all for today. Thanks for coming by, and thanks to my patrons for supporting my channel, especially Cookieface and Shifter, who, by the way, I saw at PAX this year. And I'll see all of you, hopefully tomorrow if the egg happens, if not the next day. Have a good one!